name's Bert Martin. I was born almost 71 years ago in the northwest part of the United States during World War II. My father was first immigrant Greek, and both my sister and I were kind of instilled with, you can do anything you want to in this wonderful country, because he loved this country. Anyway, went to college and quit after 2 years and got a job. And after working there, was passed over for promotion. So I talked to my mom and dad about going back to college. I knew that I had to have an edge, and that would be through education. So they agreed, and I followed my sister to Auburn, which was my dad's alma mater. I decided that the best way, or actually it was pointed out to me that the best way and the quickest way to get a marketable skill with what I had been in before was to go ahead and go into education, which I did, and did my practice teaching. What I hadn't planned on was getting married to a farmer from Macon County, Alabama, and had my first child, bought a business, and divorced, all in less than 5 years. The second relationship lasted on and off for 15 years, married less than a year. My second daughter was born, and I was introduced to physical abuse within the home. I remember hiding one day from my dad because I had a black eye and I didn't want him to see it. But that's probably when I really hit my knees and begged the Lord to help me get out. And anyway, found the strength to do it. And then once things were better, kind of got up, dusted myself off, and said, okay, Lord, I got it now. I can handle it. And so you go on. I had dropped down for many years, became semi-retired, and ran into my sister one day, and she says, okay. She said, why don't you come meet me? I've got some neat people I want you to meet from my Bible study group. And I'm going, oh, goody. But I agreed. The two ladies that I met, one of them was Connie Wright, who was absolutely adorable, and one that could make you feel like you were worth $1 million. And she was so warm and endearing, and Pat Baker and myself connected that day, and we haven't stopped yapping at one another since. They encouraged me to come to Cornerstone, and I put it off, and I put it off, and I put it off for as long as I could. But that morning was a sunny morning, and I got out of the car. What I was not prepared for were happy people that genuinely welcomed you in, and what surprised me, seemed really happy to be at church. And I can't tell you what was said at the first service, but whatever it was, it touched my heart, and I wanted more. Makes a long story short, I was baptized in 2012. And where I knew the Lord existed, I didn't know Him. And this hard-headed, I call myself a former pagan princess, pagan queen, you name it, who valued pride and self-will, has been shown another way. The guilt has been lifted through God's grace. And it's like one of my sisters in Christ always tells me, it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about Him.